Alright, race week, round 6, Coffs Harbour coming up this weekend. Today's Wednesday, just getting a few laps in. It's actually going to be the only motos I do this week, the only ride day I'm going to do, because I've just been feeling so flat lately, as you guys have seen, probably the last couple, 2-3 weeks. I've almost felt like I've just gone backwards. I started riding back in November now, I think, when I first got the Honda, and I wanted to put a big effort in to get better for this year, and I definitely did that. But I think it's just caught up with me. The stresses of everything. We're broke right now. As you guys seen, had a few bike issues and stuff, and massive shout out to my mate Clint. Like, this bike is a second-hand bike that I bought off him, and I've only paid for half of it because that's all I could afford, and he's allowing me to pay that off. But then I've also got debt to a bunch of other people that I've sort of just worked up throughout the year, and I think it's just been weighing on me a little bit, trying to think of how I'm going to do that, and I can't really afford it while I'm doing the season and training and stuff. So we're going to try to refresh a little bit, take a little bit less time off riding. Like, I've only got 3 rounds to go. I'm already as fit as I'm sort of going to be. I'm not going to gain too much fitness in this time. So just going to try to maintain what I can and just enjoy it, and hopefully finish these last 3 super strong, because there's only 3 to go, but it's still, that just seems hard for me to fathom that I've got to keep charging for that long. So yeah, don't want to be a downer. I definitely want to still keep it fun, but just letting you guys know sort of where I'm at, where my head's at. But yeah, cheers guys. We're gonna go put in some laps. Made it to Gold Coast last night, and then today's just been a day of errands. So headed to Brizzy this morning, and picked up a fresh Aero helmet. I had a pretty good hit to the head probably a couple of weeks ago now, so I never like to reuse a helmet that I had a good hit with. Like, the way they're designed is it takes that initial impact, but then from there it's like the helmet's, it's not the same anymore. It's like got a harder, all the foam inside and stuff hardens up from taking that impact. So I make sure to make the right call there, and just, you know, you don't muck around with your head. I've had a lot of head knocks, and even this one I noticed, like, I was just even acting a little bit differently, changed my mood a little bit after, so don't want to muck around with head knocks. So I got a fresh helmet and picked up my new Backyard Designs kit. We got a retro round this weekend at Coffs Harbour, so the bike's going to look sick. We'll show you it once it's all kitted up and whatever. Now just pulled up at Maxxis, so we're going to go get some fresh tyres, get some soft tyres for the weekend, because it's been raining, and we're meant to get 30 to 40 mil, I think, at Coffs Harbour on Friday. So I'm just praying that they sealed the track, so that it's not a complete mutter, because there's a chance it could be okay with the Sunday's forecast is meant to be no rain, but all the way up to there is wet. So we'll see how it goes, but get that 5-hour drive done tomorrow and we'll go play in the mud. Thursday night in the Reardon household. Luke doing some work on the couch, footy on. Milo Bear's just chilling. Dad helping out, doing the stickers. Michaela's now just using a hairdryer. Starting to look good. So we're basing this off the 85 Honda, which is a blue-red setup. But we're trying to decide if we like the blue fork stickers or the red. I think we're going to go the blue just for the retro look, but I think the red actually looks better. We'll see. Watch out there. You're in the way. With the tail in the face. Getting better. That'd have to be just about a record, that one. Oil. That's all we got to do left, really. Put the side plate on and should be good to go. Oh, that's just unfair, isn't it?
The gravel.
They got like the nice gravel, putting us out in the freaking Indies. I'll park there. They got the excavator, they could make us a pad. So this is the correct way to park your big van. Reverse in, let the tail hang over. This is not the correct way to park your van. What do you think, mate? Plenty of traction? The sun is out, just a little late. Let's go home. Okay, race day here in Coffs Harbour. It's still pretty wet out there, but the sun's out, blue skies. Should be a pretty awesome day. I went and checked the track out. They did actually get a rotary hull on, so it should be a lot better. We haven't seen anyone ride yet. MX2 goes out in about 20 minutes, so we'll go have a quick look at them. But I'm optimistic. I think it's going to end up a pretty good day. It is retro round, so we got the bike here looking sweet. Also, we've got a bit of a giveaway that we're going to be doing for the last few rounds of the Nationals. So if you can make it to QMP or Coolum, come by our shade. We'll have that same little setup there, and what we're going to do is, all you got to do is put your details down, chuck it in a little box, and we'll draw a winner at the last round. You get a free graphics kit. So pretty cool little thing they're doing. But yeah, I'm going to jump on the cycle now, get ready, go get this qualifying underway.
So you clearly had another 2 seconds in you, second to 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty solid. Like the last lap was much better.
Yeah. The last one, like that I got held up after the finish, you just probably can't see where you land off that step up. Yeah. That was like not even comparison faster.
Yeah,
because it's like,
well, you hit the wall jump way better.
Yeah, okay.
You were slapping into it every lap. The last one you got way better flow up and over, and I was like, that gave me goosebumps. Like, yeah, that was a piece better. And then the rest of the lap, you can almost be like, even you go past mechanic left, jumps through the jumps, and then the right. You go good play. You get too much of a hop off the single. You kind of go.
I cut out of the rut because the rut drops into another one.
It well and then
yeah, I was like, oh, and drove down. Gearing up for Superpole now. Went and had a look at the track, and we started practice on the paddle tire, and we just changed to the MXST, which is like the soft terrain tire. It looks like the track's definitely, it's not slop anymore, it's really tacked up. And obviously we're not doing a start here, so it's not needed. The start straight is still smoky, it's like super sloppy. So I'm still considering maybe going back to the paddle for the actual race, because I feel like it'll help on the slop off the start. But for this, we're going to run the ST. Just go out there, try to put in a good lap, think about the track. I felt really good in qualifying P8, so I just like, it's good when you feel good, because I'm confident to go out there and actually try to put in a good lap. It wasn't just swinging off it, it was controlled, it was like riding like myself, so yeah, keen to get out there.
What's going on here?
Tore my pants in practice. Been running them too long. Oh, thanks, dude.
Hashtag and then put it on Motorex.
Freshie.
I got the freshie.
First run in it.
Show us.
Thanks, Maya. Thank you.
Get a seat. Let's go.
Okay, so heading out now, first moto. They did scrape the start straight, so that's good. But it's just pushing slop around, so it's still going to be pretty sloppy. But I think if we can get towards maybe like 10 towards the inside, looks like it won't be too bad. There'll still be a bit of traction through there. So I kept the normal tyre on, the ST. So I feel like, because really you only want off the start, but I feel like it'll still hook up if I'm in that top 10, and I've got an 8th gate pick, so we should be pretty good. Hopefully the gates are good. We'll check it out when we're there and just ride like I did this morning. I think it should be a good day. Oh, that feels nice.
Feels nice. It looks
Got
good.
that like fresh feel, like just hugs your face. Got the freshie on. Yeah, mate. Let's go.
I want to hear you from the sidelines, Dean.
You will. I want to hear you from here. Oh, that's the toggle then, though.
Welcome back. After our lunch break, as you can see, the 2-minute board is up for the start of the Thor MX1. Third position there is that Metcalf there. As they come through down on the water, it's got waters on the husky. He's changing down through to the red car, and Metcalf back there in fourth position. The tail's on at the front, he's got hot water at the front.
It's like you didn't have power, like they just swamped you on there.
I just sat there, I was like, I jumped, I had the whole shot for sure, I jumped so good.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And I couldn't, like Medi and Gibbs, both behind me, couldn't even see them, couldn't even see their like front tyre. And then they both passed me up the straight.
Yeah.
And then you nearly died up the inside of that corner.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
It was solid though, it was good motor. You come strong first 2 laps or so was a little bit off, but then you really felt a groove and you looked the best you've looked all day. You're pumping out laps, and then just that 1.5 seconds you lost, and that was enough for the boys, or for Rikers to come back onto you.
I need to get the 180 degree slower corners better. the fast 180 degrees, I'm not too bad.
It was, well, that's what I was going to say. You're from practice, you're so smooth through them, but you've just got so much more potential now. You've actually figured out how to get through them consistent, but now you've got to light it up a little bit more. Like the corner before the finish line, so smooth every lap, like perfect. But you still have, you can now increase intensity a bit. Yeah, and if there's more 180 degrees, I feel like it's obviously going to play out the same way. So
Yeah, like charge in and then roll. So I can't be too disappointed. I just wanted to beat him.
Is that a rest out there?
Yeah. It's pretty full on, yeah.
It's track.
Yeah, even like after the first turn, that tighter right, then that right hand sort of sweeper straight thing, that's brutal.
Yeah. Just threw it away in the last lap.
Like once I got behind Rikers, there was those few things like those 180s, like he was flowing.
Yeah.
But then also the exits, he was way more aggressive than me. Like I'll just get through the corner and then go raw up, power down the straight, whereas he's just like, wow, like he just, his bike just goes, yeah.
Explosive, man. Roll, bam! And he was running the same pace as Toddy and all them. Like the last like probably 6 laps, he was running some solid pace.
Fully dead.
Flashing up there.
There's a fuse in here. Yeah. Maybe if we undo that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll.
It's not blown.
Nah, but they don't blow, they just don't start.
Okay.
There's 2 sides to one is just a spin. You check all the plugs.
Try that, Luke.
Hey.
A little scared then the bike wouldn't go, but it's just a fuse. These Hondas have a fuse that just randomly just goes. So chuck fuse in there, started, so crisis avoided. Heading out now for second moto. I just want to get that jump again. As you guys will have seen, I actually nailed the jump, but now the start straight should be a little bit tackier, so hopefully continue that all the way down in the first corner. And then yeah, just do the same thing as Moto 1. Moto 1 I felt good, and just basically just didn't quite have the speed. So this one I just want to do the exact same thing, don't change much, just a little bit more aggressive out of the turns, a little bit more roll through the turns, and I think that'll be enough to put me in that 7th, 6th sort of position. So we'll go.
Go get him.
We've got a few heavy hitters at the top, Iron Kennedy, but all over the back in triple one.
Good effort. That's a bummer.
The end of it.
No,
Okay.
when it come back up, it stayed locked in and just ripped out of the fork.
You call back to 11. If they put the blue flag out for bottom, you would have had 10.
Good ride.
What will actually end up, I reckon?
I think 14th they'll work out, 14th or 15th, because you're enough to gap like those other boys.
The second one. First one.
What did you do? Just tip over that one?
I just
Did you hit the person in front of you?
the tip over one. I hit the guy in front of me because he just stopped.
Because you were coming in hard and then they just stopped and you just went bang. So
And then
that was the first one.
that was the second crash.
Now the second one was...
The second one was right down the back.
Oh, was that the? Oh, did I do that one before that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. First one you kind of just come in and just
Tuck the front on the right.
Yeah,
You were
one.
down for ages though.
Yeah, I did a full 360 and smashed my stomach. I was like, took half a lap before I could breathe.
Do you want to do your...
Okay.
Yeah. It's all sweaty.
So sweaty.
Yeah. Late night prep for the Philippines. Alright, so doing a bit of late night packing. We got back to Luke and Alex's place on the Gold Coast, and everyone else is asleep, so I got to be sort of quiet. But heading to the Philippines tomorrow, that's what the packing's about. But go to today, so last moto, sight lap, took off, got good start, coming in first turn, fork guard blew off with the whole shot button attached to it, so I had to make a quick decision. I was like, oh, should I finish the sight lap and check it out and just have no whole shot button, or spin around and get a whole shot button, pick it back up so that I can hopefully get a good start. And that's what I decided to do, because I figured that's a bigger advantage than being able to check out the track. So pinned it back, got that, got down to the start gate, and Dean and I tried to mount it back up and get it fitted. We got it fitted up, but it just blew off again straight away before we could even take off. So got rid of it, got a horrible start, obviously, no whole shot button, and the gates are actually pretty grippy, so didn't work out in my favour. I don't know where I was, probably around 20th or something like that, and come into a corner a bit quicker than the guys, I guess. I just jumped into this corner and just didn't expect them to come up on them so quick, and ran into the back of a guy and crashed. Got back up, put on a charge, and then tried to charge out of a corner a bit too hard, spun the rear end around, had a pretty decent crash, winded myself, got back up again and charged again. Actually got all the way back up to 11th. I was nearly, I think, 10th over the line, so that was cool. But while I was out there, saw a big board with my number on it saying 15-second penalty, so I had no idea what that was about. Got in, spoke to the official, and the official said because on the sight lap when it busted off, I waited for everyone to go past, but then I jumped back on the track and I rode backwards along the track to grab my fork guard, and then rode backwards down the start straight, which everyone's gone. I personally feel like there's no risk, but rode backwards down the start straight to the start gate, and got a 15-second penalty and a $200 fine for that, apparently. So that hurt at the end of the moto, so lost a bunch of spots because of that. Ended up, I think, P11 overall, so 8 and 14, 13, something like that is the scores after the penalty. So yeah, frustrating, because today was good. Like, qualifying was good, Super Pole was good, Moto 1 was good, even Moto 2 was good. Like, obviously we had the issues, but I was riding well, so just a shitty day how it ended, but I was happy with how I was riding. We're just gonna move on to the next one. Dean, the mechanic, he's been unreal, and he's actually, while I'm going to the Philippines, he's going to take my bike and prep it up for me before the next races, so that'll be awesome. Hopefully not have those silly little things happen to us again. Finish the year strong. But yeah, packing up now, heading to Philippines. It's cool, I got to head over there and have a race, so super excited about that. That's going to be pretty cool. Never been there before. It's going to be gnarly, I think, travel schedule. I think it's around, 36 hours of travelling or something stupid, so yeah, that's not going to be fun. But other than that, should be cool to go over there, check it out, have a race. I'll be doing a video, but it'll be all myself with a GoPro, So we'll see how that one goes. Might not be Michaela's quality, but we'll see. Also, in the last video at Maitland, I touched on that something might change for the last 3 rounds. And it never obviously happened. Nothing really changed, as you probably saw. I got offered a fill-in ride for the last 3 rounds. And it come about this close to happening, but just didn't quite happen. So I was bummed, but also pumped at the same time to have the opportunity for them to call me. It's, you know, that's exactly what I've dreamt of. That's what this whole thing's about, is me trying to make it on a team. And it was super close, so I was pumped on that. We even had a chance for another fill-in ride earlier in the year, so starting to open people's eyes, hopefully, and getting closer and closer to those goals. But yeah, pumped on how the season's going so far. I just want to finish it strong and then maybe try for 23. But right now what we're going to do is keep packing so I'm not up until 1 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see you guys in the Philippines.